What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mike Fulahope here.
Put me on GQ. Put me on GQ. I help my community out, servicing all of you. Put me on GQ. Put me on GQ.
So lately, I've had a lot on my mind. A lot's been going on. Same old. It's kind of the same old situation, honestly. Except I'm just working right now. Working a lot. I'm outside right now because I got off work. I wanted to enjoy the fresh air. But I don't know. I've been focused, trying to get my situation together. I will say, like, the same old. I did a video a while back just about my whole attitude toward life. Sorry if the camera didn't see me. My whole attitude toward life is kind of changed. It's kind of disintegrated. And it's not the same anymore. I'm kind of older now. I'm 22 years old. And this video, shoot, for all I know, this video in a few years, I'll be looking back on this point and saying, dang, that was a tough time in my life, or that was a game changer right there, you know what I mean? But the whole purpose I made this particular video is because of this whole idea that I like I said, in the past I made a video about having anxiety about the future, but and that's natural to have. Stress, as I feel like as we get older, that's something that you don't take into account when you're a kid, because you don't really have to worry about a lot of the things that you have to worry about when you're older. You gotta now looking back on it, my parents used to say this would always happen, but now looking back on it, I just kind of thank God for all the things that my parents did for me growing up, and I wish I could have been more grateful. I wish I could have been a little bit more appreciative growing up to my parents, and for all the things that they've done for me and continue to do for me. But like I said, I'm making this video because I kind of see the urgency now in all of it to really kind of thank God, or kind of thank whoever you want to thank. Be grateful for the blessings that you do have, actually. And I find that thoroughly important, because a lot of times I feel like we kind of live in this world where it's kind of hard to be thankful for what you have, you know what I mean? Because you're always, because technology, things is moving so fast, the new upgrade, the new update comes out every other week or whatever, and you're looking to get the next big thing, you're looking for the next big thing. And sometimes you don't take in, it's kind of like temporary stuff. They're like buzzes, hits, what's hot right now, and then it disappears after a while. So you don't really get to truly understand you don't get to grasp it all. And I think that's really important, because you don't really get milk stuff to the fullest until you do that, until you sit back, take a deep breath, and realize, dang, this point, making it from this point to this point was a big step, or it was a long journey, or it was something that was beautiful, So I think we gotta do a better job, one, of being grateful, and then two, slowing down a bit, pacing ourselves and grasping ourselves. We can't always be looking for an upgrade or looking to just reach the next level. I think things are supposed to take time. If we progress and find all the answers before we're supposed to find the answers out, what will be the point? If we get all the answers now, if everything's perfect now, what's the point of even living life? Don't we live to I thought the purpose of life, or this is what I had thought, or what I believed, or would like to believe, is that the purpose of life is to live, to grow, and then pass on what you've learned for somebody else to grow. And that's part of the whole idea of parenting, I think, where you live that our parents live in their time. They went to the struggles and obstacles and trials and tribulations that they had to go through. They learned from it, had kids, and now they're trying to pass that down to us, for us to go through our obstacles and kids. And it's a never-ending cycle to go on and on and on until whoever's upstairs or whoever can explain it, how the earth's going to end. And I don't think anybody has that answer right at the moment. But yeah, so that's be grateful, slow down. And then I think the third point is to, as we're being grateful, as we're slowing down, to leave our mark. At the end of the day, you don't want to just be a human being that lived, or another statistic. You want to be something that was great. You want to have had influence while you were here on this earth. You want to be a part of history. And I think the best way to do that, honestly, this is where people get jacked up, because they try to go after other people's, excuse me for yawning, they try to go after other people's dreams. They try to go after other people's goals or destinies, instead of being their own self. And I think that sounds so cliche, just to be the best that you can be. But I think it's interesting though, like, when I got confidence in myself for the first time, I used to be a very shy kid. I come from I'll say a privileged background. I've had my share of struggles like everybody else, but like, I'm not gonna, I've never. I was watching a documentary the other day. Actually, it was Vice News, and it was just talking about. Sorry, it's getting a little darker. It was just it was on how there's a lot of sex trafficking that occurs in Bangladesh, due to the fact that prostitution is legal and, not really regulated. But, the incentive to get into the sex industry is high, because, people are, it's easy to get into that market where it's unregulated and start a business and do a lot of illegal stuff. You have cases where 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, they're getting kidnapped and put into this industry, being forced into, sex slavery, and forced to be laborers at a young age. And it's really jacked up. Like, for you're talking about little girls that are, being forced to have sex with grown men. And these places aren't 5-star hotels. These are like slums in some senses. Like, I watched the video. It was condoms and drugs and alcohol on the ground, not clean. It just did not look healthy. And I just think about that, and I'm like, wow, I didn't really. I'll never know what it's like to endure something like that. Which is part of the reason why, going back to what I said, to leave my mark, I want to be able to impact those places. And the way I'm going to do that, I feel like, is by giving what I have inside of me to those people, is giving what I have inside of me to the world, for the world to grasp and see, wow, like, Michael thinks this way, Michael feels this way about these women being treated like this. Maybe we should think this way. So, be grateful. Thank God for your blessings. Be slow things down, and leave your mark on the world. I feel like that's the best advice I can give anybody at this point. I mean, things could have been worse for me. I could have been enslaved. Jesus. I always got something on my nose. Oh, I'm such a weirdo. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, Alright. Oh, man, it feels good out here. Honestly, though, like, I don't know if y'all can see, like, lights, cameras, action. Yeah. Am I done with this video? I'm done. Alright, I need to get out of here. Alright. Peace.